Hello everyone, this is Soldier here. Welcome back to our Let's Play Dominions 4, Ulm's Storm of Vampires. It is now late winter in year 5 of the Ascension Wars. We have completed another level of research in alteration magic, so we are now currently up to 6 in that. And we can cast the spell that we were really looking for, Soul Vortex, which will probably prove to be quite useful to us. I can go ahead and take one more level, and then say our pretender or our vampire queen could potentially cast Phoenix Pyre in battle, and that would grant her even more immortality, as she would reappear on the battlefield after she managed to die. And we've cast Arcane Probing. We didn't find anything. Curse of Blood to summon another Vampire Lord. We still didn't find anything with that Arcane Probing. We've gained a lot of Blood Slaves. Apparently someone tried to assassinate one of our commanders. Let's see how that goes. So he's trying to mind burn the assassin, which worked quite well. And there's a battle in Jane Keep, so apparently Joman has seen fit to attempt to attack us here. So I'm quite interested to see how this is going to go. We've got a bunch of our guys going ahead and buffing themselves up with Body Ethereal. And we should see a horde of imps appear here soon. Maybe not a horde yet, but it will become one. Actually, some of the imps are ethereal. I guess they cast Body Ethereal on the imps. Of course, that one's already almost dead. I would have expected them to be casting Body Ethereal on themselves, not on the imps. And we have our province defense charging in to meet the enemy. Actually, apparently a lot of our militia are now ethereal as well. Ooh, now that's actually kind of nice. We're casting Body Ethereal on our Black Templars. Ooh, that's a slight problem though. I noticed that some of them are slightly hungry here. We are going to need to forge some endless wineskins or something. And we've got our vampires in the fray now. And a number of them are ethereal as well. Essentially, Joman just has absolutely no chance here. They're just going to be swarmed and overwhelmed. I mean, they had a decent-sized army, but well, you can just annihilate that. Their army compares nothing to our own. Especially once you throw in the province defense. Here comes our Black Templars to mop up what's left. And our archers are already running for it. It's actually kind of cool to have our mages casting Body Ethereal on all of our troops. Alright, it would be great if the imps would run over here and stop these guys from retreating. But it looks like a fair number of them are actually going to manage to escape this time. I think we're stopping his most important troops there. I don't know that we've lost any of our actual real troops here. We may have won this battle without taking a single loss. Let's take a look. We lost 4 light cavalry and 1 thrall. So we lost 5 troops and we killed 235. So not terribly bad. It's a nice day's work. And we have taken another of these underwater provinces. And it looks like Marignan has attacked us here in Morn. That is the province where we have our vampires. So let's check this one out. It would actually be a good idea for us to go ahead and send a bunch of the Black Priests up here next to Marignan's capital. And just park a bunch of vampires in there. After we preach away his dominion and have it under our own. So we pretty much slaughtered them there. Let's quit that replay. What do we lose? We lost 2 Shamblers. So nothing terribly major there. I think we're just going to go ahead and risk this and attack that province. It's only got 1 candle of our dominion, which means it could potentially change, but I think we have a better chance for it to stay under our dominion or even to increase under our dominion. Okay. Let's go ahead and send these Black Priests of Ulm up here. And we're going to go ahead and summon allies with our new Vampire Lord. We're going to have him cast the ritual spell, Curse of Blood, to gain yet another Vampire Lord. As these ones continue to summon allies. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I believe 11 Vampire Lords. So we should be gaining 11 vampires per turn. Alright. This is actually no longer under our dominion, amazingly enough. With that being said, let's go ahead and move our vampire count back out of there. Where is he? I want to set him to research. There he is. We're going to move him down here And set him to patrol. I've got several black priests here, so they are preaching. That should stay pretty strongly under our dominion. Let's go ahead and move them up there. Okay. I need to replace the 2 blood hunters that we lost earlier. Just move them. And I have 3 guys here that can actually forge some lifelong protection contracts. So we will continue to pump those out. And I think let's go ahead and set one of these guys out front here. I'm just going to set the rest of these Black Templars to guard their commanders. Because I think we'll probably actually have enough imps to, you know what? We're not going to have them guard just yet. They're just still going to hold and attack the closest enemy. But maybe at some point soon we may do that. But we've lost some vampires here. And I need to have somebody pick them up. Let's go ahead and send Arachis here back to the capital to pick up the vampires that have died and return to the battle with them. And let's see here. We have 23 vampires there. Let's go ahead and summon another Bane. That way we can use him to shuffle some of the vampires around. Maybe not quite as effectively as flying with them, but it'll still get the job done. And these 2 guys, along with him, they can go ahead and research. Okay. So we now have the crystal coin, and I can take, say, the earth boots and Starshine Skullcap from him. Put those back in the laboratory. Take a look at our pretender again. Let's give her the Starshine Skullcap. And I have those 2 guys. Let's give them these Sanguine-Tousing rods. Alright, now, what can we do with our pretender here? Can we forge anything new of interest? Actually, it's kind of looking like we cannot. The Staff from the Sun. That gives a fire magic bonus. That's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind having that. We can also do the Astral Harpoon. This is an ancient weapon made of bone with a tip of rusted iron. Tied to it is an ominous silver string. No one knows who made this ancient weapon. Perhaps it was even crafted by the Horrors. Given what is known of its deadly power, it will travel through the ethers until it reaches the destination specified by its wielder, and there it will strike its target. Then the user yanks the string, and its hooked prey rushes back through the ether to where the user awaits. The user must be aware, however, for if he hits a prey too mighty, the prey might yank him through the ether instead. The skill used for utilizing the harpoon is a combination of strength and astral magic, and beings very strong usually trump normal strength and mediocre magical abilities. I think basically it's just an assassination spell. Let's go ahead. I'd kind of like to have the Ardman Soul Trap. But instead we're going to go ahead and forge a character that... No. Let's do the Ankh. Really? I'm too low level? Are you kidding me? What does it require? 6? Yeah, okay. Screw that in. What do I have? 5? I have 4. You know, if I took the Black Book of Secrets, that would bump me up to 5. And I could take the Skull Staff, and that would further increase it. Tell you what. Let's actually go for that. We're gonna take a break from summoning a vampire lord. Put that back in the laboratory. And he can just summon an ally. And we're going to give... Actually, we're going to have to take our Black Book of Secrets as well. Who has that? You do. I'm going to put that in the laboratory. We're going to give both of those to the Queen. So now she can actually forge that. She can forge a number of new things now. But what we are after is the Ankh, I do believe. Yes, indeed. So the Ankh, if you're unfamiliar with it, at the start of battle you get the spell Life After Death. It gives all friendly units a second chance to live. An affected unit that dies will rise again as a soulless being and continue to fight. Undead units are not affected by the spell. So, basically, I'll give this to one of our commanders up in here. And I guess, possibly as the province defense dies, if they attack, or basically if anyone dies, they're going to rise again. And I'm wondering if it's possible that if the province defense dies and they rise again as a soulless, if I will actually be able to keep them. So I may actually manage to grow the size of my army if that's the case. So, we're sticking with that plan. And we're going to attack these guys with all the vampires and everything else we have at our disposal. Let's just go ahead and move all of them up there to the front line. Put them into a double line. Guess I'll put them in a double line too. And let's just have these guys guard commander. Alright, so we'll see how that one goes. So we're moving them there to Blood Hunt. And where are we at here? Let's go ahead and have these guys preach. Actually, let's move them on up. I don't think that's really going to be in danger of falling out of our territory. And it looks like Cetus is actually attacking Tianqi. That's quite good for us. So, that's going to leave us to focus on these provinces up here and taking out Jomon. So, you go Tianqi, alright. Okay. We'll have a surplus of blood slaves next turn, I do believe. We'll have him summoning allies. We're forging 2 lifelong protection contracts. And do I have any sitting in there? No, I don't. Okay. Alright, I think we're good to go for this turn. And we'll end our video as well. So as always, if you enjoy our videos, I hope you'll like and subscribe. And we will see you again soon. Thank you very much.